On January 5, 2025, President Joe Biden signed a law approved by Senate to increase Social Security payments for millions of retirees in the United States. Now, some categories of retirees will be able to receive pension payments twice as large as before. Let's explore who can expect Social Security benefits to increase, when additional payments begin, whether you meet the conditions of the new law, and what changes await for the pension system. The Senate passed the Social Security Fairness Act. This law eliminates two provisions that had limited Social Security benefits for nearly 3 million Americans. The first provision is the Windfall Elimination Provision, WEP. It reduced Social Security benefits for people who worked in two different sections: in public service, where contributions to Social Security were unpaid, in the private sector, where SSA contributions were regularly deducted. This rule most often affected teachers, firefighters, police officers, postal workers, other government employees. These workers could effectively receive two different pensions: from municipality or state for public service, from the federal Social Security system for private sector work. Under WEP, the Social Security Administration used very complex formulas to reduce benefit amounts, and these reductions could often cut benefits in half. Additionally, this affected people who worked partly abroad and partly in the USA. The WEP rule applied if the country where the person worked had no agreement with the USA about combining pension credits from both countries to calculate a single pension. How did all this work? For example, a person first earned a pension in their home country, then came to the USA and worked for 10 years here, paying taxes into the Social Security system. This gave them pension eligibility, as the minimum work history for receiving Social Security is 10 years or 40 credits. In another case, a person worked as a teacher, firefighter, police officer, or government employee and paid taxes from his salary into a state or municipal pension systems. At the same time, they worked in the private sector and paid taxes into Social Security. Since the Social Security system in the USA is progressive and works so that you receive 90% pension from low incomes and a lower percentage return from high incomes, because foreign pensions or pensions from government positions weren't counted in SSA, this person appeared as a low-paid employee. Due to the progressive formula, their benefit was disproportionately high. In fact, they could receive two pensions, one from their home country or government position, and another from Social Security. Therefore, WEP was applied to correct this double benefit. People considered this unfair and fought against it more than 40 years. And now, finally, the WEP provision has been repealed. The second provision that was eliminated is the Government Pension Offset, GPO. Imagine you want to receive a spousal benefit or a survivor benefit from Social Security, for example, $2,500 per month, based on your spouse's pension fund contributions. But if at this time you were receiving a government pension from work, where you didn't pay Social Security taxes, whether in the USA or abroad, GPO could seriously reduce you or even completely eliminate you from spousal benefits. How did it work? GPO used a formula. 2/3 of your government pension was subtracted from your spousal benefit. For example, if you received the government pension of $3,000, then 2/3 of this amount, or $2,000, was subtracted from your spousal benefit. If it was $2,500, you were left with $500. If the spousal benefit was less than $2,000, you received nothing. In practice, GPO unfairly punished people who honestly earned their pension in public service. For people, it looked like a penalty for working in government structures. Now, the elimination of this provision allows millions of people to receive full benefits. So, who qualifies for higher Social Security payments under this new law? Before we discuss this further, I want to remind you that if you need help with the right retirement strategy or wish to reduce your tax obligations in the USA, contact my company Tale Taxes at 646-512-2142 or schedule consultation through the link in the description. Increased pensions will be received by public school teachers, firefighters and police officers, postal workers, air traffic controllers, federal employees who started work before 1983, state, country and municipal administration employees, as well as immigrants who receive pensions from countries that don't have totalization agreement with the USA. People will be able to receive both their earned government pension, even foreign, and full Social Security benefits for their work in the US private sector. Moreover, spouses will also become eligible for full spousal benefits or survivor benefits. How to understand if you meet the criteria for this law? If your Social Security was reduced due to the windfall elimination provision or government pension offset, these restrictions will be removed and your Social Security will increase. If you've never heard of these provisions and your Social Security wasn't reduced because of them, then this law won't affect your pension. The changes take effect retroactively from January 1st, 2024. Thus, you will not only receive a monthly pension supplement, but also compensation for the entire previous period from January 1st, 2024. However, there is a downside. The reform will cost the budget $190 billion over the next 10 years. And this will accelerate the depletion of the Social Security Trust Fund by 6 months. This means that without additional reforms, by 2032 or 2033, the system may face the need to reduce all payments by 20%. Therefore, don't rely solely on Social Security. Take care of your pension through other retirement programs that I discussed in this video.